What's going on, guys? This is Big Worm 380, and we're back in Arks Survival Evolved on the PC. I already did this damn video once, but apparently it got corrupted or some shit, and I have the audio, but the video won't export and whatever. So anyway, I'm just going to go over this real quick. I kind of rambled on anyhow, like I tend to do. This is the new update that came out this morning, finally, the version 2.48, and it's at 0.2 now. They've already sent out 2 more little hot patches, or whatever you want to call them, with it. What this is this is the procedural arc generation update, or procedurally generated arcs. That means that you can, it's like on Minecraft, where you can just, randomize a map, and it'll just do it. And so this is cool as shit. And you come in here, you hit the up here at the top left, and you can see this is the one I already made. I've already started on it, and I'm gonna go in and show y'all the map, and then whatever. But just real quick, this is how you do it. You would go here first, and these are all your settings. You can change all this stuff. I didn't manually change any of this. What I did, and I did it 2 or 3 times before I finally decided on this one, I just kept hitting randomized, and it'll change the seed number. Well, I guess you can change that seed number, but it's not going to change any of these settings, I don't think. Well, you just randomize it, and it'll change the settings and then give you the seed number. Now, some people were changing the landscape radius, and they were changing, I'm trying to think, I'm not going to mess with any of that. I'm going to keep what I got, because I finally got one, pretty close to what I want to work with. And you can see down here, it says the procedurally generated arc system is currently highly experimental. Your saved procedurally generated arcs will necessarily be wiped in subsequent updates as the dynamic algorithms are further developed. So, in other words, they're going to be updating the way this shit works, and what I make today may not be working, in a few days or shit tomorrow. I don't know. So, you can set all these different settings, the different biome sizes, the density and all that. The first one I did, it was so fucking dense you couldn't even see through the trees because the bushes and shit were so thick. So keep an eye on that. The biome size, it's 0.1 across here. I did change this one setting on the redwood biome size, because the redwood biome, it was at I think it was 2.25, and man, the redwood biome was so huge, and I didn't want that much redwood biome. So I redid this. I just started it back over went into the settings and just changed this one setting, and then regenerated a new arc. Because you change any of these settings, and you're gonna have to regenerate a new arc. I don't think it's not going to change the one you already have saved. So anyway, once you get all your settings set and all that, like all this stuff over here, I don't even know where to start with this, so I'm not going to. But anyway, so then you would just hit host, and it will take a good 5 minutes for it to generate, the map that first time, and then after that, when you sign off and then come back in, you'll see it in your list of maps up here. So this is my procedurally generated arc that I already made, and we're going to go ahead and go into it right now. And I went in and went ahead and did the floating text damage and whatever settings I went ahead and set up for default. And this has this update, I think, either this update or the last one, I'm not sure. It has the 5 difficulty offset or whatever, and because this one was by default 0.2, I thought I had changed it to 1, which was what gets me 150 dinos on the center, and so I went ahead and put it on 5 to see what that does, because whatever it was on when I started on this map, it was, I was getting like level 2 Dilos and shit, and level 4 Parasaurs, and we don't want that shit. So this does take longer to load up than a regular map. It just is what it is. Alright, guys, we are in, let's see. Why is my controller not working? Hold on, let me get this thing synced up. There we go. Alright, so I've got my little house here. I'm going to wait till daylight, and then I'm going to do the, I'm going to do the little, where I can fly around and show you guys the island. I already did it, like I said, I already did this already before I started building all this shit, and to make sure that the island was kind of the way I wanted it. And then I'm going to start a playthrough on this generated Ark. And again, I don't know how long this is going to last, so I may be restarting this again. But this is just something to show you guys the island and how the map generation works, and, you know, they'll be improving upon it as we go. But anyway, I'm going to let the nighttime pass, and I'll be back in just a minute. Alright guys, I went ahead and enabled the spectator mode so I can fly around pretty quick and just kind of give you guys a general overview of what the map looks like. Yeah, basically all this shit over here was redwood, so I went ahead and lowered the redwood biome size, and then it turned into jungle. I noticed there was no setting for jungle biome size, it didn't seem like, that I saw. So what it did was it reduced it down to this section over here, which I think is plenty, to be honest. Let me get up above here so we can see what we got. Yeah, see, we got all this. We got those islands over there. We've got, it looks like snow over there on the end of that. There's not much snow either. I didn't put a whole lot of snow. I figure, you know, whatever snow biome type animals or whatever, you know, I don't typically get a whole lot of those. And like I said, this is my first run through on this, so. But yeah, I mean, so you've got all this, you got your mountains, and people were already complaining that these maps aren't very big. But like I said, I think you can tweak the size of them. I'm just not real sure on how to do that. And I may mess around with some other maps, just farting around, try to get the sizing down and all that. But other than that, I mean, I think it's pretty damn cool. Just the fact that it's something different that you can do, you know, outside of the regular maps, you know. And this is going to be really nice, especially for Xbox when it comes to Xbox, because there are other mod maps that you can get on the PC and play, and so they, you know, you can get something different that way on the PC. But there's nothing for the Xbox, you know, the console players. So this is going to be really nice being able to make your own arcs. But anyway, I guess that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this episode. I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and I'm going to get out of the spectator mode. And I had to put all my shit in a box because when you get out of the spectator mode, you die. I guess that they do that to allow for people not to be flying around and shit. But yeah, spectator mode's kind of cool. You can go underwater and shit. Oh, we got oil nodes right off the water here. Cool. There's one right there. Cool. Alright, well anyway, I'm going to go ahead and leave this one here, guys. I'm going to get out of the spectator mode and kill myself and spawn back in. And oh, and check this out. Whoop. There's a Caprasuchus right there. I think that's how you pronounce that. That's the new crocodile thing. And it's only a level 2. Like I said, when I generated the map, it only had it was on like 0.2. So I bumped it up. I thought I put it on 5, but it's on 1. And like I said, I think that's what I'm getting 150s on my center map. So I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm going to have to do a little research on that. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Later.